All of Israel woke up this morning to sirens, again. Explosions rocked the sky, again. But this morning wasn't just another missile barrage from Iran. It included a direct Iranian strike on Soroka Hospital in the Israeli city of Beersheba. A hospital. A place of healing, a place of life, a place of compassion, deliberately targeted with intent to kill. Some media and influencers are belittling this attack on our hospital, since in Gaza, Israel has been forced to strike their hospital compounds. But the difference is that we only attacked their hospitals in Gaza after confirming they were being used by Hamas as military command centers, with terror tunnels underneath, weapons stockpiles inside, and even hostages held within with full knowledge and complicity of hospital directors and staff. In stark contrast, Israeli hospitals like Soroka serve purely as centers of healing. Yet Iran deliberately targets them for destruction, exposing the moral difference between Israel's defense and the Islamic Republic of Iran's aggression. This morning in the Islamic Republic of Iran, they also targeted residential neighborhoods in central Israel. Families asleep in their beds, children, the elderly. They knew what they were doing. Iran wanted to murder our innocent civilians. They didn't target military targets. And yet, by the grace of God, we are not counting mass casualties this morning. Yes, dozens were injured. Yes, buildings were damaged, including the hospital. But so many of those missiles missed by meters, missed by miracles. They landed between apartment buildings, in parking lots, in empty streets, not once, but again and again and again. Direct hits that should have flattened buildings didn't. Shrapnel that should have ended lives missed. And this didn't just happen this morning. This is happening every day. This is not just luck. This is not just technology. This is something deeper. Open miracles in our time every day, every hour. Not every missile target has a miraculous ending. Some buildings have been hit directly. Some people have been killed. But it could and it should have been much, much worse. We're literally living through open miracles, not once, but every day, every hour. And that's not even counting the military miracles. Hundreds of Israeli pilots are flying 3 hours to the skies of Iran and then 3 hours back each night into Iranian airspace, striking at the heart of the Islamic regime's nuclear and military infrastructure. And our pilots are all coming home alive with the planes, night after night. Do you understand what that means? This isn't just about protecting Israel anymore. This is about protecting the whole freedom-loving world. Once again, it's the Jewish state finding itself standing as the lone shield between all of civilization and a regime of genocidal death. We didn't choose this war. But if we win, the world will be safer. The Islamic Republic of Iran is the most dangerous regime on the planet today. It fuels global terrorism. It armed Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, and militias across the region, including in South America, endangering the United States. You think it just says death to America with no intent? It intends, and it has the forces in South America. It destabilizes governments, brutalizes its own citizens, and now it was actively trying to finish building nuclear weapons to be an untouchable country. Israel's response is not about revenge. It is not an act of escalation. Our military response against them is a moral and strategic necessity. Last night, the Israeli Air Force launched one of the most daring operations in modern military history. Over 200 fighter jets struck dozens of critical Iranian sites. The Arak reactor, the Natanz enrichment plant, missile factories, radar systems, drone production facilities, and air defense systems. We have crippled Iran's nuclear program and degraded their ability to wage war, not just against us, but against anyone they seek to dominate in the region or in the war. But if we don't totally demolish it or get rid of the regime, they will be back rebuilding. But this war is also a moment of historic opportunity. If we succeed in defeating the Islamic regime of Iran, millions of minorities across the region, Kurds, Christians, Baha'is, Zoroastrians, and even dissident Shiite Muslims will finally have a chance to live free from the fear and persecution of the Islamic regime of Iran. These peoples have suffered under Iran's violent imperialism for decades. They've been tortured, hunted, executed, or exiled. But if the Islamic Republic falls, their chains will begin to crack. And yet, their safety won't be guaranteed by default just by us winning this war. Because just as the Iranian Shiite empire may fall, another axis of evil is rising. The Sunni Jihadi alliance of Qatar, Turkey, and the Muslim Brotherhood. They are already preparing to fill the void. There is never a vacuum in the Middle East or anywhere in the world, which means the future of freedom in our region depends not just on the collapse of the Islamic regime of Iran, but on the rise of the Jewish state of Israel, not just as a refuge and safe shelter for Jews, but as a regional superpower with moral clarity and divine purpose. The state of Israel was never meant to be just a shelter for Jews fleeing persecution. The Jewish state of Israel was meant to be a beacon, a light unto the nations, a stabilizing force for good in the world's most dangerous region, but also for the whole world. Unbelievable times are ahead. We are witnessing the fall of empires, the reordering of the Middle East, and through it all, the hand of God is being revealed through miracles on the battlefield, through improbable victories, and through the resilience of the Jewish people, and the miracles we see on the ground when we're attacked. The choice is ours. We can retreat into survival mode, pretending we're just one tiny country among many and just to defend ourselves, or we can rise into our calling to be the force that ensures not only our survival, but the liberation of all who suffer under tyranny in this region, and be a beacon for all people all over the world. If you are not yet a subscriber to our daily, belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect, truthful videos about Israel, the Jewish people, and the freedom-loving world, what are you waiting for? Go to pulsevisual.com and click to subscribe today. And yes, we are a donor-based operation. We need your donations for support in order to make these videos and get our videos seen and do all the work we do. So every once in a while, whether a large donation or a small donation, just go to pulsevisual.com and click on the donate button. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.